Digitex is a suture fixation device, allowing for fixation of native tissue or any graft material, either synthetic or biologic, in pelvic floor repair procedures. Digitex by design. Head. Designed to fit easily into pelvic areas. Shaft. The flexi-shaft gives multidirectional bend up to 15 degrees for suture placement in hard-to-reach pelvic regions. Post. Holds the suture cartridge. The Suture Smart system provides preloaded tangle-free suture for fixation. Activation trigger. Deploys needle into the suture cap with effortless force. Handle grip. Ergonomic and stationary. Provides stability for maneuvering device. Winged knob. Changes Digitex from safety to fire mode and releases the suture cap from head of device. To load Digitex with suture, start by hooking the black suture cap into the head of the device, making sure the suture cap is flush with the tip of the device head. Unwind the suture cartridge towards the handle and place on the post. An alternate method to load the suture cartridge is to place the cartridge on the post and unwind suture towards the head, ensuring the suture cap is flush with the tip. Suture is now loaded, with the ability to keep suture secure, hands-free. Patient is placed in moderate lithotomy position. Perform a full-thickness dissection, making an incision over the vaginal defect. Utilize sharp and blunt dissection back to the ischial spine, allowing for adequate exposure laterally for placement of chosen graft material. Upon completion of dissection, locate the ischial spine and move 2 centimeters medially to the sacrospinous ligament. Sweep off any soft tissue from the ligament. Winged knob should be in unlocked mode, the wings being in a horizontal position, and device handles should be perpendicular to the floor. Determine fixation point and slide Digitex device along finger for proper suture placement. An alternate method is to place an index finger on the base of the device head. Begin to pull the trigger as the needle is engaging the ligament. Slightly rock the device in a downward motion. As the trigger is fully compressed, a tactile click will be felt as the needle pushes through the suture cap and connects. This downward rocking motion will ensure an adequate tissue purchase for fixation. If the device is not rocked down, tissue could become lodged between the needle and the suture cap, having the connection missed and causing the device to misfire. After deployment, the suture cap will be brought through the ligament in a retrograde fashion, back into the needle housing. Withdraw Digitex out of the body, letting the suture unwind from the cartridge. Use a hemostat to secure suture ends to draping. Turn the winged knob twice clockwise to release the suture cap from the needle housing. Before loading the Digitex device for the next suture fixation, flush the shaft and head with saline or antibiotic solution by squeezing and releasing the trigger to remove any particulates. Reload the Digitex with a new suture cartridge, utilizing either loading method. For distal fixation, locate the obturator internus or arcus tendineus at the level of the bladder neck. Bend the shaft multidirectional up to 15 degrees to get the desired tilt to reach the distal fixation point. For distal fixation, rotate the device handles 45 degrees to be parallel to the floor. Palpate the obturator internus or arcus tendineus. As the trigger is pulled and starts to deploy the needle, lightly rock the device in a lateral motion toward the direction the handles are pointed. Again, pull the Digitex from the pelvic space, letting the suture unwind from the cartridge. Secure the sutures with a hemostat and turn the winged knob twice clockwise to release the suture cap. Prepare the synthetic or biologic graft for anterior or posterior repair. For the purpose of this animation, we will focus on an anterior repair with Restorel Direct Fix. Apical and stabilization sutures may be placed based on patient's case and physician preference. Pick up the suture fixated to the sacrospinous ligament. Unwind the entire suture from the cartridge. Thread the needle or suture end through the graft where you would like to secure to the ligament. A pulley stitch can be utilized to aid in controlling the tensioning of the suture and mesh to the ligament. Next, thread suture through the distal portion of the graft and loosely fixate suture to the obturator internus or arcus tendineus. Once graft is in place, confirm that all fixation sutures are tied down securely. Graft should be laying flat and not taut.